Hey guys, sorry for the shitty audio quality. I was in a rush to get back in time to record this video. Wasn't using the correct software to record this, so the quality is gonna be a bit shit. But I had already started recording, and I wasn't about to sit there and try to test to make sure it was the right if it was the right one, if it would be good or not. It's just, again, I apologize, but it is what it is. We got it, so you're gonna barely hear me, but you're gonna hear a whole lot of Gray. But that's the main point of this, anyways, to hear what Gray has to say. I do share a couple of my thoughts with some of the things that he talks about. But again, I don't know if you'll be able to hear exactly what I'll say because, again, the quality was just kind of shit on my end.
Okay.
Bro, I'm
Hold
just
on.
in time. I just got out the shower.
Over here.
I had to squeeze in the
Oh,
shower.
music. Oh, sorry, guys. I didn't mean to interrupt your music. My fault, guys.
No.
How's it going? How's it going? Hope everyone's having a good afternoon. It's been a good bit since I've had a chance to actually speak to everybody.
Yes.
Brand new 2026, New Year. Hope everyone had a great New Year's. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, Hanukkah, all the other holidays that get celebrated. Hope everyone had a good one. We're gonna give it maybe a minute or two to see who else wants to kind of join in and listen.
Give me a second.
That way we can make sure to try to get as many people here as best we can.
I need to make sure this is in my ears so that way I can actually hear everything without it feeling like it.
And we have a 6.7 update. Don't speak to me ever again.
Bruh, whoever's mentioned the 6.7 update, please request to get your account banned.
I'm
I don't know
loud.
how
Oh,
that's
my
gonna
fault.
work, but
Should I talk quieter? Should I whisper? Should I just talk like this for the rest of the event? Is this okay? Is it fine? It's fine. Okay, cool. I'll put my mic to normal position. We can start in 2 minutes, guys. We're just gonna chill for a little bit here. I've been good. Thank you for asking. Been chilling, working on stuff, doing a couple things here and there. You know how it goes. Can mods lock general? I don't know if any chat mod is available, but if you guys can you guys lock general? That'd be helpful.
Okay, here we go. Just waiting on Gray to.
We're not doing. I'm not 100% sure if there's going to be an update today. By the way, guys, just pointing it out there. There's probably going to be something tomorrow. So nothing today, but most likely tomorrow. The reason why I want general locked is because I want to send a screenshot of something that's coming up, and I'd like people to view it, and I don't want to put it in server announcements or anything yet. But you guys can talk inside of the stage chat. So lock general chat, but the stage chat will stay open.
Huh. Okay, so no update today, but potentially tomorrow?
Let's see here. Is general chat locked at all? It's up to me, guys. There we go. All right. Oh, you guys can still talk? Uh-oh. They got my ass. Damn. Hang on, guys. I need to lock this as best I can. It'll only be for a bit. I promise. It'll only be for a little bit. Okay, there's no way people can still talk in there. Okay, yeah, I don't think anybody can still talk anywhere. Cool. All right. I guess we can go ahead and get started, to be honest, talking about, I guess, essentially what's next. If you do want to still talk and type, by the way, I am looking actively in the stage chat. So, I am looking there. We could talk about some of the big stuff that's coming in the future updates, and we can talk about something we have in mind that we want to do. I have a question for, I guess, everyone, and I'm going to do a poll once I I get to that segment. And then I could talk a little bit about paths, which will be part of like the poll. So we will be discussing some nice, good stuff. And
Okay.
yeah, I mean, that should be basically everything I want to talk about. So I guess we can get started. Basically start off, I just wanted to thank everyone for your continued support. We still wouldn't be here without you guys working on the, we wouldn't work on the game without you guys. Honestly, it's fun seeing everyone enjoy the update and mess around with all the new stuff. Everyone finally got like Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue after like years and years of nobody having it.
This moment that he knew he fucked up.
Get there.
Black and gray. We don't have Super Saiyan Blue yet.
Moving onwards, let's talk about what's next.
Excuse me.
So, some of the things we have planned that are coming before Part 2 is, and this is kind of a more important one, is we want to kind of revamp Kaioken a little bit. Kaioken is very boring. How it's obtained is boring, and it's just an overall not a great system. So something that's coming in the future updates will be a Kaioken rework. It's really lame. We're probably gonna keep it, like I can kind of go over how it's gonna function. This is subject to change because it's not like fully decided yet, but an idea that we're rocking with so far is that for Kaioken, it'll just be Kaioken in your transformations bar, and you'll get 2 techniques in your technique slots. It'll just like swap in there where you can like elevate how strong your Kaioken is. So essentially, the Kaioken will be increased as you kind of like, you can do it via the technique and you can modify it at your own will. We might do another quest line for it. We might just keep it the same method, but like add maybe like an awakening to Kaioken or something. We haven't fully decided yet. But that is something that's coming up. I think the change would be really nice because I think Kaioken is an outdated like system. Like you look at how we kind of run things now and how we run things in the past, and now we have an opportunity to make Kaioken actually, interesting and unique. So that's something that's coming soon. We might be, something else that might be coming soon is we might be expanding a little bit more on instant transmission. I know the mastery point grind wasn't necessarily worth it for those of you who wanted the higher tiers of instant transmission. I completely get that. So we're going to probably add some new things to it as well, just to kind of give it more utility and more usability. Just make it a little bit more interesting, if you guys get what I mean. So we do want to keep improving instant transmission a little bit more because I think it has way more potential than what we ended up doing with it ultimately. It's just one of those features that, the game's been out for so long, we just now added instant transmission. It's kind of crazy to think about. But it's something that we think about kind of doing more. We've had discussions about like progression and how we want players to like proceed. We have an idea, this is still work in progress, for a new way to kind of get stronger in a sense that doesn't really affect your levels and XP. So that's something else we kind of have in the works, is we're trying to find more ways to let the players get stronger, because realistically, apart from repeating Grand Kai like every 12 hours, there's really no way to, get stronger in the game. And so that's something we want to kind of improve and add more. And we could just raise the level cap and raise stats or make more way to get stats. But at the end of the day, I feel like that might be a little bit boring and repetitive. So we want to try to come up with something new and like entertaining that I think everyone would like. So that's something we're still planning, but that's something we want to do. I'm trying to think of what else here. Trying to read my document here. I'm just making sure I check all the points. Let me think. Will there be any changes to instant transmission and how it's obtained? Probably not. We realistically want to start using mastery points for more things. I know it's kind of tedious, but it isn't a difficult grind. So it's something that we want to kind of keep. And there's going to be, and I'm going to say this now, and I guess officially, for Part 2 and for a lot of these coming updates, you'll need mastery points for other things. It's not just going to be for forms. So if you want something to grind and you're bored and you really don't want to, grind the normal stuff, I suggest and recommend that you as a player farm up some mastery points. It'll be useful for future things, and that's just my my nice way of saying that it'll be more than likely necessary for part 2. So we'll be adding more MP methods and more things. I will say though, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I was able to earn like 800 mastery points in 1 hour. It's not hard. There's a lot of strategies you could use. There was a strategy that I saw that people were doing with like, they were grinding like Cell Evolution or whatever. And you can just kind of sit there and like two-shot them. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. On my mother, I swear, I did this, and I'm not even fast enough. There's other people that I've seen that are I saw someone say they were able to get 1250 or something like that in an hour. So I'm slow. So a lot of people are like really faster. Like I swear to you, I've seen people's stats. I think the highest player with the most amount of mastery points right now is sitting at like
obviously
32,000. It's crazy. Like the people have some crazy amounts of mastery points. It's not hard. I'm dead ass, bro. Okay, how about this? In like
I still have
a week, like, when I'm more free to actually play the game, I'll live stream myself gaining 800 an hour. I'll live stream myself getting 800 in an hour. I'm not kidding. It's really not that hard, bro. I'll live stream it, bro. I swear I'll live stream it. I'll live stream it, bro.
I mean, it's not hard, but it does get
I'll live stream the method, bro, next week. But trust, either way, that's just my way of saying, like, if you want to grind, I recommend you kind of do it now. If you really don't want to grind like that, just like do like all the raids like once a day, and then I mean you're chilling. That's just my recommendation. You don't got to do it if you don't want to. I'm just telling you right now. We're gonna be doing stuff in mastery coins. We want to do more for clans as well. Clans are a little bit kind of slept on. We haven't done too much with it, so we want to add more to clans as well. Clans is something we want to kind of improve on. We kind of introduced them and we didn't really do much with them. They're really boring. So maybe some of the things we were thinking of doing is like sub factions where you're able to create your own like sub clan inside of the clan and have your own name and like points with your own team. And that way you could play in your own clan with your friends as long as you guys are in the same overall clan. We're thinking of like a clan war type of mode where you can fight other players for points, and then maybe every so often the winning, quote unquote, winning clan would get like a prize at the end of that season. So that's something else that's going to be a separate. Clans will never be mandatory. I saw someone say in the chat, are clans going to be mandatory? No, never. It's just extra bonus content if you want to do it. It'll be like cosmetic bonuses, any bonuses, etc. If that's something you're interested in, that's coming. And the reason I mentioned clans is that, and it's PvP based, is because there is something very cool that's coming soon. One of our devs is working very hard on not rewriting, but overhauling combat as a whole. Combat is getting a huge change. It's going to be very interesting. We have a lot of cool mechanics coming. Slingshot will still be viable, but not viable for the entire fight. It'll be viable for the beginning of fights. Essentially, if you're good at sling and you really worry that your slingshot skills are going to be like gone, not exactly, because the person who is better at sling will have the advantage into initiating a fight. Essentially, if you're good at slingshot, you'll have fight advantage. That's what I could say. And for everyone worried about the combat, everyone worried, something we will be doing as well as when we have it kind of at a good spot where we want it tested, it'll be pushed out to the public. So everyone as a whole can play it and try out the combat in a separate area that won't affect their data, won't affect their slots, won't affect anything. It'll be a separate area where you can give yourself moves. You'll have set stats and you can practice the combat purely there with the new changes. And we'll be taking live inputs, reviews, and just kind of seeing what everyone is thinking of for the combat there. So it'll be heavily input based. From what we see on our end, it's going to be interesting. I think it'll play out really good. I think combat will actually kind of feel fun again once this comes out and it gets more skill based rather than, who can spam Shift X click the fastest, So it's something to look forward to. It's going to be live public for the testing once it's ready. It'll be pushed out, but that's something we have in the works. and that's something very exciting. I'm pretty sure the next update, and I can talk about it now because I might as well. It's been a long time coming for this one. The update that's supposedly coming out tomorrow, it's not going to be huge. It's going to be a minor update. It's not going to be anything crazy. But next week's update. After, when did DBOG come out? Hang on, I don't even remember anymore. Hang on, let's see here. Dragon Generations, hang on. Let's see here. Hang on. Dragon Generations released like 2018 on the page. It's 2019, but that's because we had to re-upload the game. The game came out 2018. That's when it became developed, and then the new place was created 2019, and that's the one we see now. Released in 2020, really? No, I think development started 2018. Anyways, since 2018, this hasn't been a feature. Finally, controller support will be available for PC. And
there y'all go. Y'all been asking for so long.
Controller support will also be available for mobile devices. So if you're on mobile and you have a controller, and I think keyboard and mouse, you can use it for the game. So it's semi-mobile support. Moving on.
Being available.
We have been talking a lot about stuff we want to do for people to play. So the first step for us is to kind of push out controller support for mobile and see how it runs on the phone. From my testing, I have an iPhone 15, I think this is. I ran the game perfectly fine on my phone. I tried it on my old phone. It was the iPhone SE. It ran pretty good. I had to run a half graphics on my end. It ran pretty good on half graphics. It wasn't like perfect, but it ran. You know, it was actually playable. Like, I know some people play on like no graphics on their PC and they struggle. But on the iPhone SE, it was performing pretty good for me. So I'm not sure on any device it'll be good, but from me, that's just how my phones are doing. My iPhone 15 is running it perfectly fine. Another dev's iPhone 16 was running it perfectly fine. I think someone's iPhone X was running it perfectly fine. Obviously, it's not perfect, and like expect performance drops because it's a phone, but it's possible. But we want to push it out to the public to see how it runs as a whole. We've been doing a crazy amount of performance improvements, and the game's been performing a lot better lag-wise. So it's something we've got going on. If mobile works good and I can direct everyone's attention to general, we've been kind of coming up with how we could possibly do a mobile UI interface. Just kind of speculation, but without the controller. This is something we've kind of got going on. It's not final, not in the slightest. I'm just showing it as a teaser, but we are also considering in the future, if the image would send, semi-mobile support. It's one of the, like, we have like 10 mock-up images, but that's something, if you guys direct your attention to general again, by the way, we're trying to see how we can do mobile. It's gonna be iffy and it's gonna take a lot of work, but it's gonna be possible. Again, obviously the best way you can do it is to use your controller. There's so many options in DBOG. I know it looks ugly. Moz Hero 1010. Goofy name, but it's a test. We're just trying to see how we can place the UIs, but that's something that's possibly going to be coming, is we're going to try to also implement like normal mobile support to play on your device.
Yeah, controllers obviously.
I think that'd be huge. That's one of our main last things, is how we can get it on mobile. I'll talk about PAPS Part 2 in a second, Mr. Lumpy HO. Holy bro, what a name. Is this tomorrow or next week's update? KBM/controller support for PC and mobile is next week, not today. Tomorrow with the smaller update. It's going to be very small. It's just going to have some like random quality of life, nothing crazy.
Yeah, we still want to know.
Moving on, something I can kind of sneak that I think will be interesting. Let me get a screenshot real quick. Let me pull it up. We all... No, I just don't think anybody can stand how DBOG's UI looks. It's just ugly as hell. So, to kind of show you guys a little bit of something here.
Show us, damn it.
We have been working on getting our hands on some new UI. So if you look in general, chat, this is what will also be worked on in the future. And I will send a screenshot. I'm not going to send everything, but if the image would load, it's going to be sent in general, by the way, for you guys to look at. We're starting to work on a new UI interface. It'll be a lot more sleek, a lot more interesting, and overall significantly better. So not UI as in Ultra Instinct. I'm just reading the chat, guys. No, not Ultra Instinct. I meant UI as in like the in-game UI, like the HUD bar and the menus and all that stuff. So that's coming soon. It will have some new user interfaces because, like, I don't know if you've seen it, but if you really look closely at the DBOG UI, like, and you really look at it, it's blurry. Like, I don't know if you've seen the current one, but it's blurry. And that's just the template. I'm thinking we're probably not going to use the green for our UI. We might use like a blue or like a navy blue color. But that's something that's coming. It'll also have a lot more like mechanics and look a lot better.
This is good.
So
I like
that's that.
I like what they can do with that.
Now, the whole reason why everyone's here, I have to save this for last because if I just talked about PAPs, everyone would just leave like 2 seconds after. So we're saving the best for last, the PAPs. And it's gonna come in the form of a poll as well. The issue with PAFs, and I'm being fully transparent here so everyone can understand, and I want to be honest with you guys so you guys aren't surprised, no one's upset, no one's anything. I'm just telling you the truth right up front right now as it is. It's not easy. It's a lot of unique cutscenes for us to introduce. There's like over 20 unique cutscenes, half missions that we have to do, several missions. It's going to be a lot. We have path techniques. There's a lot of stuff we have to do for paths. Our worry is how long is it realistically going to take? Because if you look, there's a lot of forms, right? Like, hang on, Saiyans have 1, 2, 3, half Saiyans 2. There's a lot. I think there's over 20. There's over 20 paths. There's a lot. That means that's 20 new cutscenes, 20 new techniques, 20 new multi-stage quest lines that we have to do, and it'll take a while. So something I'm going to poll in a few, it's something that we've been talking about, is possibly doing paths in parts. Now, it's not something we typically want to do, but that's why we want to let the community vote if that's what they want. If you want us to do it in parts where we're going to release the Forms 1 update and then release the Saga content and another update, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and kind of release it in parts. That way it's more consistent, but
honestly, I'd be down for that.
Just less overall. So it'd be hard. We have to figure out how we'd want to structure the parts to do it, but that's kind of what we're thinking. It'll be up to you guys. Realistically, I'm going to put it as a poll. The majority will win. If everyone chooses they want to keep it in one go and just have a major giant update, we'll do that. If the community rather have it in parts, then we'll do that as well. So I'll do a poll shortly after this ends, realistically, but that's kind of what's coming up with PAFs. Is there's a lot for us to do, and we're worried that we're not going to be able to deliver it fast enough. The quality is going to be there. I mean, I'm just going to say, like, we already did Super Saiyan Blue in the cutscene and everything, and it looks good, but it's going to take a while for us to do everything else, you know? So, yeah, that's the thing. So I'll put that poll up soon. That way everyone can kind of decide on what they want to do. Super Saiyan Blue is my favorite. Like, if like, how do I put this to hype you guys up, but not to hype you guys up too much? I like Blue more than I like God. That's just all I'm gonna say.
Give us a sneak peek, right?
But that's the end of the discussion. Not the end of the discussion for PAFs, but that's mainly gonna be PAFs. Like that's kind of the plan, is to kind of split it up into parts. But
Pick up your phone!
hang on, let's see. I got a DM from Chang. Chang said I can't talk. I don't know. Let me see if I can like add him. Chang, if you're here, request to speak real quick. I don't think I see him. Oh, if it's not going through, it's because it's way too laggy. There's a lot of people in the stage. Let me see if I can like ping you and like move to. How do I like move you to the stage? It's like not coming through, dude. Yeah, I think it's. It's weird that it's not letting you come through. It's probably because there's just a lot of people in here, wanting to join. Hang on, let me see something here. Hang on. I think I figured out why. All right, see if you can join now. Chang. Trying to get the owner in here, guys. Hang on. Let's see here. Hang on, I'm not looking for a split second just so I can see. Oh, dude, it's like lagging. I can't even like say terms right to like add you in here.
Bruh. Could never be me.
Dude, yeah, I don't think it's gonna let you in here at all.
Fucking Discord channel.
It doesn't even let you like put requests in. That's weird. Here, Chang, DM me what you want me to say, and I can try to vocalize it as best I can. Let's see here.
Excuse me.
Let me see here. Okay, I can just continue. All right, all good then. So yeah, that's some of the stuff we've got going on. I'm excited for PAX. I'll do the poll shortly after this. Is where I left off. Put Broly's super outfit in the shop. Isn't that a rank reward?
Yeah, but
Gonna play rank, guys. Tisk. That's. I'd like to. Oh, there you go. Request to speak. Invite to speak. Okay.
Ain't nobody want to play.
I sent you the invite to speak,
outfit, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But that shit's not gonna happen.
Invite to speak.
Go in the comments if
I'm
you want to
clicking
play
it.
rank.
It's not working, dude. Yeah, it's laggy.
Not to mention, I believe they did say that they were supposed to add it at some point to the shop after.
But yeah, the Broly stuff you guys aren't probably getting until like further into Super, if anything. Ranked is so dead. I wish we could do more about Ranked, but I think once the PvP update kind of comes out and like we get it to a good stage, then I feel like would be a good time for us to work on like Ranked and more intricate details.
At least give us the.
Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna start reading some questions. In a bit here, and I can answer a couple. Should I do voice requests or should I just read them out? I think I'm just gonna read them out. I think it'll be easier. So, okay. Okay, everyone stop talking because I'm gonna send a message and I'm only gonna read messages after my message. So type down your question and have it ready to send after I set my message. Okay, so if you want to ask me a question, you should slow down and have it ready and prepared. You're gonna see me send a message, I'm gonna count it down. When I send it, everything down I'll read, and I'll read the first one I see. I'm sending in 3, 2, 1, now. First one I see. Oh God. Oh my God, you guys almost crashed my Discord for a second there. Okay.
I'm not even gonna bother trying to type it because there's no way I'm gonna.
Let's see here. Improved stats farm is kind of boring.
There was no point.
I don't think that's a question, Twin. Mistosis Sin said, let the community make clothing designs so that we can have less DBZ rips. I don't... Huh? Yeah, next up. How is SSJ5 going to be added? You just want spoilers, don't you? You'll see it. We have plans for SSJ5. Are you short? I don't think I'm short.
I'm going to come out to like past 3.
Are you going to fix gravity room and temperature so your stats reset once a month? Stats reset once a month? What? What do you mean your stats reset? Why would you want your stats to reset in there? Is the UI a reference to Raging Blast 2? Kinda. It's mainly referencing ourselves, which is a reference of Raging Blast 2. But I guess you could say, yeah, that the new UI interface is kind of inspired by Raging Blast 2. Buff Bio Androids 1? Never. Bio Androids OP. What form is next for Primal Path? Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. I feel like that one should have been obvious.
Yeah. Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker.
When are y'all going to add a button that can hide the UI? I just think it'd be cool for making fights more cinematic. Isn't there a camera mode by pressing P? I'm assuming you mean like a full UI hide. Then maybe that's something we can look into.
Hold up.
Will you add technique switching to console? Yeah, we want to improve that. Is there going to be a Jiren and Beerus race? Probably not. We were considering at some point like adding more races, but that's something that we haven't fully decided on. It'd just be weird for us to drop a new race and, you know, not drop a path with it. So it's like, if we do a new race, we'd want to do like a path form and, you know, have like an actual interesting thing about it, not just like throw in a race just because we want to throw in a race. When is controlled LSSJ coming? What's controlled LSSJ? Hang on. Controlled LSSJ. Isn't that like the blue-haired form? Oh, that's like end of DBS Broly thing. Probably with one of the past update, to be honest. When do we get a 6-7 update? You're banned. Will Modens get better form for paths? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm assuming you don't like the current one. Kinda. Oh, okay. Chang let me know that controlled LSSJ will be a skin of Paths Part 2. I think it'll be like how Daima Super Saiyan 4 is a body style. I think it'll kind of be the same for controlled LSSJ. Let's see here. Path reset when? Probably when Paths Part 3 comes out. Or maybe like in the middle of Paths Part 2 and 3. We haven't fully decided yet. But that will be coming at some point. It just won't be something that you can do easily. Let's see here. Can you drop the path forms little by little so we can have some content? My fear of dropping path forms little by little is us doing that and then not having there being like a power creep where suddenly Saiyans are like the best race and there would be no point in going anywhere else because I'm a Saiyan. I have a crazy multiplier already for my forms. So it'd be weird. If anything, we could probably do like, we'll drop the path forms, but like the cutscenes will come like slowly over time with like content updates, if anything, really. So that's something that can be done. Will we ever get bulk buying Potara? It's a bit annoying to pick each one individually. I think it'd be nice to just add a feature where you could bulk buy anything, to be honest. So that's something we can look into. I like that idea. As a matter of fact, I like that idea so much, I'm going to write it down here in my update log. Hang on. I'm taking a small break to add that idea. I actually like that a lot. W Mega Man 235466. Let's see here. Hang on. Let me add it to my document here with all the juicy updates and all the details and all the forms and images and references and missions. Like everything that would you ever like want to have leaked and be in this document. Like imagine this goes out. Crazy. Ability to bulk buy any item anywhere by typing the number. Boom. Nice and easy. Shout out to Mega Man. Can we get that SSJB tomorrow? Super Saiyan God Burnout? Blue? Okay. Will you re-add battle damage without blood, pretty please? Probably not, man. The issue with probably not. With battle damage, and we talk about this death a lot, is it's one of those things where you're like, oh cool, it's battle damage. And nobody actually like ends up caring about it. Or it's like, oh great, damage. I can't do this for you. I've found like so probably not enough damage. It's just a lot more for, I think, too little of.
Hold up. Gray is like super laggy right now.
Oh shit. Dude, the whole thing just crashed. Hold up, give me a second.
Okay, we're back.
I was talking about battle damage. Shout out to Cosmic. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you, Chang. Thank you, Blaze. Okay, battle damage. One of the main reasons why we don't want to add battle damage back is it's just one of those features that like we could add and you'll be like, oh, cool, battle damage. And then you see it again, you're like, oh, great, battle damage is on my character. Hang on, let me reset. And it just never ends up looking good. So it's just one of those things that's like, it sounds cool, but is it really that cool? You know, like it's just, I don't know. That's kind of where we stand as devs. It's just, it's not realistic for us to implement something like that. And also another main thing is Roblox moderation. When we add blood, the age restriction does go up. So it does mean a lot less people can play the game. And I do remember when Roblox became a little bit stricter about the moderation, is we got kind of like moderated and people couldn't join for a good bit. So we had to kind of remove it. And once we removed it, the game became the current rating. So that's, I guess, another more realistic reason is like, if you see blood and stuff, it's not a good thing. Okay. Prepare your questions again. I'm going to do like another like break point here in the chat so you guys can talk about it. Actually, before I go on, there's something I glossed over and I forgot to mention. This is another thing that's coming in the future. Something else we want to implement are something called, well, two things. World raids and world invasions. World raids are going to be raids that appear in the world that you can participate in and get sent to a separate area to participate in a raid. And those can give you specific items and drops, and it'll kind of include like what if situations and quests, and then it'll include like some like heroes content as well.
Yeah.
And then world invasions are NPCs will randomly invade certain worlds at specific times of the day, like on an hourly repeat. And there'll be kind of things where the entire server can participate and fight for. And if the entire server clears the event in time, then all players in that server get a reward. And that'll include like something we've got in mind is going to be like Frieza's ship invading Earth. And then it'll spawn a bunch of Frieza Force soldiers. If the entire server works together, you guys can all take it down and everyone gets a reward at the end of it. So those are two things that are coming as world raids and world invasions. World raids will be spawned kind of randomly, and then world invasions are timed. So like every day at like at XX15, this will happen. So like at 2:15, this will happen. 3:15, then 4:15, then 5:15. It'll kind of loop around, but it'll be like at that time. So that's something I completely glossed over that I wanted to mention as well that we have coming this year. There's no order, by the way, for when we want to do things. But I'm just kind of spitballing and kind of going over things that are coming. So good stuff coming. So I'm going to type in the chat right now in the TVOG stage. I'm going to do like #break chat. I'll be reading everything under that. So I'm going to send that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to stop scrolling. Okay. Will there be more customization for races that are lacking or female characters? We do have ideas for female characters and male characters as well. Is we've kind of something that's going on in the back burner is a lot of the hairs are being reworked to be better for performance, and some are getting changes to look not different, but better overall. Like the performance is going to go up on them, because right now, if you see the way you charge, your hair goes all over the place. We're going to kind of improve that so it doesn't look like it's just like going crazy. It'll kind of like actually feel like it's like swirling properly. And then for female characters, I think there's going to be better hair options for females. Possibly more clothing for female characters as well. There's just going to be a lot more you could do with the options as well. And then certain races might get some new things. We don't know exactly what yet, but we were planning something for one of the races. Gosh, I don't remember which one it was. Hang on. Sorry, one of those. Someone sent me something funny. Add an NPC to HTC and GC. There's a big reason why we haven't done that yet. And it's because we want to implement another mechanic that I think will be really cool. I don't want to go over it yet until we've got it fully planned out. But when we do add it, I think everyone's going to be happy with it. I think it'll be cool. But I'd rather have a separate mechanic when it comes to the NPC system than it would just be just having a plain old NPC inside the chambers. So possibly Hearts NPC from DBH. I don't think Hearts would count at it as it for like the world raids and world invasions. It's more like for like world raids and stuff, it'll be more like what ifs. And then for heroes, it's like early heroes, not like end game heroes. I think the end game hero stuff is going to be saved for way later. The world raid and world invasions are going to qualify as like extra content that you could do on the side instead of like what your main objective is. Like if you see a world raid, it'll be there at that scale and you can choose to fight it or not. And if you win, you get rewards. What is this week's update? It's nothing crazy. It's a very minor update just to kind of have something present for this week. It'll be kind of like a login. Oh my God. Yo, a bug just flew in my mouth. That was absolutely disgusting. Bro. Oh.
God.
Yo, my fault, guys. Why did a bug have to fly into my... whatever, man. I need some water. Hang on, that was actually gross. Oh, God.
Bug.
Yo, this big-ass mosquito, bro. Don't... I hate mosquitoes, bro.
Don't we all?
What is this week's update? This week's update will be a... It'll be a login streak system, where every day you log in, you'll be able to claim a reward. It's something very cool, and the reason why this is going to be good for the free-to-play players especially is the final day. It'll be 14 days. On the 14th day, you'll be given a random game pass from the choice, and not the choice, but you'll be either given add-on pack 2, add-on pack 3, add-on pack 1, or Dragon Ball pack. So you'll be able to get any of those 4 packs for free, basically. If you already own all 4 of them, you'll end up getting 2 times XP, 2 times Zenny, and 2 times drops given to you if you have those 4 already. So for the free-to-play players, if you ever wanted those add-on packs, this will be the free way to get it every 14 days. You'll be able to qualify for them. Only those 4, by the way. And another requirement, by the way, is you'll have to be part of the Asunder Studios group. And I think you also have to like the game to qualify for them. So that's added there. So as long as you're part of the group and you like the game, I think you'll be able to claim all those. And that's a good way to get 4 free game passes for free just for logging in. And it's just a free way to get Zenny, Dragon Balls, Mastery Points, etc. So a lot of good stuff there. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Greg, can we get mouse and keyboard for console? Bro, I'm pretty sure I said that earlier, didn't I? Yeah, basically console also gets keyboard support. I know it kind of has it there and you have to do like a weird plugin, but it'll be there. Would you ever make Omega Shenron stronger? I don't think he should be as weak as he is right now. You want a boss to be harder? I don't know, Twin. I don't know. Is the team going to make temporalization better with the PAPS part, Gray? we were thinking of like an upgrade type of thing. I'm not 100% sure we want to do portabilization. But for the most part, we like where tuffleization is at. So it'll probably remain how it is. All right, moving on. I had to get some more water, dude. The taste of the bug was like still in my mouth. Does Dragon Essence path get changed soon? Can we update the working work clothes on the Frost Demon Power Engine? Probably not, man. Will we ever get a buff power level in the stats tab like us as proportion to be a Frieza Saga power level? We were thinking of making it so that transforming changes your power level, just as like a visual thing. And just like a small quality of life update. That's something we're thinking of doing at some point. Will TOP ever be added in the near future along with UI and UE? Yeah, we do have good plans for Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. Please give us 5 to 7 guaranteed codes next update that give 300k Zenny, 2 times XP, and 2 times drop in character customization. Twin. What? The real baby Josh. With a real looking AI Roblox character profile picture. Twin, lock in, bro. I don't want to answer that one because I don't want spoilers. Let's see here. Will Bojax get a path? At some point, yes. We just haven't decided when. Yo. I'm not gonna say that, Cheng. Yo, Cheng just getting me some crazy shit, bro. I'm not gonna say that out loud.
Whether it be mine or someone else's, I don't know.
Am I going to revamp Namekian forms? I'm possibly gonna change up their regular auras, like non-paths. But for the most part, the path auras are gonna stay the same for the forms. Man, nitpick, but will you fix the jittering hair when your transformation aura is turned off? Yeah, we want to fix that with the new hairs that are coming in. Part of the reason why the hair jitters is because they're super unoptimized. So once we get those new hairs kind of rolling in, they shouldn't jitter as much. So that's something to look forward to. Will you add tournaments back? Yes, we really want to add tournaments back, but like I said, for anything PvP related, we really want to get combat at a good stage to where it actually feels fun. And then I feel like once combat feels fun, people will hop back into ranked and tournament more. Will any new maps and sagas ever happen again? As far as sagas go, no. There'll be the continuation of alternate story and like, I forgot what the other story was called, like alternate story and then expanded story. Those will be continued. Like we still want to do Revival of F, we still want to do these things, but they're going to be expansions to map. As far as maps go, they're only going to ever be like small maps and revamps of old maps. Like something else that's coming is Earth is going to get a new map. It looks great. The new Earth, like North Earth, looks great. All I could say for now, but that's also something that's going to end up coming at some point.
Got it. So
will there be extra passives added to paths? Most likely not. The only new thing that will ever come with Paths Part 2 and Paths Part 3 or whatever is it will be new techniques for those forms. But as far as more passives go, probably not. The passives made you really OP. There's one passive we're probably going to end up buffing, and that's Ethereal, because I think Ethereal is easily like the weakest path form of them all. For Saiyans, that's something we're going to be looking into. Is it possible to get the ability to preview a form in before obtaining it? Probably not. I don't really know how we could really go about doing that, and I think that's something you just, I feel like Google, we have a wiki that's kept up by Spoy pretty well. Hang on. Okay, back to guys. Oh, I just realized I have 307 pings in DVOG. What's going on? I'm trying to avoid the repeat questions here. There's a lot. Yo, is there any chance we get Cerulean soon? I'm going to say this in a way that makes it seem like we're not adding a race, because we're not adding a race. I just want it to be clear. If we ever decide on adding more races to the game, The two races that are high contenders are Jiren race and Cerulean race. I'm not saying we're adding them, but just so everyone stops asking questions, because I've seen it like 30 times so far, I'm deciding to answer it now. If we ever do decide to add more races, those two are the highest contenders for what's coming next. Again, we're not adding those, but if we were to, the two that we would add would be Jiren and Cerulean. So please stop asking me about Ceruleans. Are lower forms or races in general going to get techniques? Yeah, that's something we can always go back into and add more of. Pretty easily. Like we can probably do some more guard drat techniques or more just more techniques in general. Like we could do some more Namekian techniques or some more Majin techniques, stuff like that. This is the final chapter for PAPS, where you got more upcoming. The original structure was PAPS Part 1, PAPS Part 2, and PAPS Part 3. Part 2 would have been like Super Saiyan Blue and that level of forms. And then PAPS Part 3 would have been like, as an example, Blue Evolution type of level of forms, where it's like the next stage. And that's kind of where PAPS would have ended. And then UI, Ultra Ego, those types of form would have been something called Ascended PAPS, and that would have been its own separate update. But for the sake of argument, after this whole event thingy, we're going to do a Q&A poll, seeing if people want us to split the PAPS update into further parts where there'll be saga content separate, forms separate, cutscenes separate. And that way there's more content rolling into the game. Let's see here.
Be a lot better.
What are you guys planning for Ethereal Path future forms? I can't give you a hint, but it's pretty cool. We finished conceptualizing that one, and I think it looks really good in game. So I think people will like that one. Will you add old event moves and accessories to Black Market, not clothing? I think old accessories are there. When it comes to moves, we're going to save them for something separate. Probably going to save those for like the world raids and world invasions, where, you know, I think it'd be simple if you could like just go back into like something like the old Halloween raid and fight those guys and get the moves there. And that's kind of how you get the old moves, and kind of do a whole mechanic system for that. For specifically the moves, we really do like the Black Market mechanic and getting the old shop limiteds and some of the old limiteds, but maybe like the ones that have bosses and stuff, we're probably going to end up moving them to like world raids, and that's how you can get them there. Are we getting more content in the Black Market soon? Most likely. There's some good stuff that we've got planned for limiteds that are going to go in there. So there's good stuff to look forward to, I think. That's good. Something I want to kind of announce, not as like a large thing, is I know we have a lot of back-to-back events, being the Halloween raid and then the Christmas raid, and that was like 2 events, and then we did other animes. For everyone that's like, oh, they keep adding other animes, we're only really doing that stuff for like those 2 holidays. So it's really like once a year or twice a year where it happens, and it's at the end of the year. So don't expect a lot more like anime kind of collabs where you're going to get other anime clothes in the game. So for those that are saying like, oh, there's not enough Dragon Ball Z stuff, don't worry. We're going to focus more on Dragon Ball Z stuff. It's just for the event, for the sake of events, we're doing, we're not going to do like anime, you know, updates and stuff like that. It'll be just for the events for like Halloween and Christmas. So don't forget, we only really have one modeler, and that's Chang. So Chang has to make all these outfits, and there's a lot of Dragon Ball Z outfits that haven't been made yet. But just for the sake of events like Christmas and Halloween, that's why we do the other, you know, anime content. Let's see here. Let's see here. Are you going to revamp the God Key system, or will every path eventually have the ability to sense players with God Key? Can we get it? Okay, I'll just only answer this first question. We're not going to revamp the God Key system, but we do want to touch up how Key kind of works in the game. I can't give you too many details because we really don't have any concrete plans for it. But I think we have an idea for Key that is going to be very cool in one of the coming updates. I don't think like it'll be like a small like content update in a way. That's as far as I can go there into detail. Will we ever get melee clashing? The answer is no. The honest truth about melee clashing, and this is something that I think a lot of people don't realize, it gets really annoying. Like the first time you see it, it's really cool, but then if you're in a fight and then you're constantly clashing a melee, it gets so boring. It just feels like you're just playing like Friday Night Funkin' or something like that. You know, like one of those like what's it, like a Guitar Hero game or something. Like it just, to me personally, I just don't think it's realistic in a combat game that's fast paced like this to have clashing. Even if we make it rare, I think it's just something that gets in the way. When will PAP teasers start releasing again? Probably when we get more cutscenes done. The forms, they're not too hard to finalize, but what is hard to finalize is a whole cutscene. So that's probably something that's going to start releasing when we have more of them done total. Let's see here. Do you think LB SSJ4 and SSJ5 could be a choose between form? Like if you pick SSJ5, you can't use LB SSJ4? Well, LB SSJ4 is going to be PAPS Part 2. SSJ5 is one of those things that we were considering for Part 3. But that's, like I said, that's just one of those things we haven't like fully decided on or anything like that. Like we're not really worried about Super Saiyan 5 levels of strength yet at all. So for as far as I'm aware, for the sake of argument, PAPS Part 2 is going to be LB Super Saiyan 4 and just that. Let's see here. I'm going to scroll down a good bit because I realize I'm like 539, 540 pings. What are you kidding me? I'm taking a screenshot of this. This is crazy. Yo, actually, yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, keep pinging me. I want to see that number go to 600. That'd be cool. Why did your voice get so deep? I ended up like falling backwards into my chair. Doing a lot of reading here. Let me get some water, actually. Water break, everybody. Come on, drink some water.
Drink your water.
Fun facts about water. Let's see here. Let's look at a fun fact about water. Everyone take a water break. I'm thirsty personally.
About water. It's not wet.
Let's see here.
Hot topic.
Fun facts about water. Okay, this image sucks.
Wet?
Okay, did
Bro,
you guys know that 70% of the human brain consists of water? That's crazy.
Discord.
Okay, hope everyone had a good water break. All right, next question.
I might.
Okay, I might have to just like jump to present because a lot of the questions I'm reading I answered already. So I'm gonna jump to present. So I'm boom, fully caught up now. Okay, I'm gonna say it out loud because I see a lot of people spamming. Broly is not coming to black market. The Broly outfit is not coming to black market ever. Just ever. Just stop asking that. It's not coming. Okay. How will Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken work? It'll be, like I said, we're remaking Kaioken to be like a technique. So the technique will work alongside a Super Saiyan Blue and have a unique interaction with it. That's as much detail as I can tell because we really haven't planned that out yet. But essentially, the Kaioken technique, when we revamp it, it'll have a cool functionality with Blue. Will the Robux weight still be per character, or will it change to be one-time for all characters? It'll still be per character. It's a very strong pass, and it'll end up getting more and more benefits as time progresses. That's why we have a free option now that gives you some sort of like boost to form mastery and everything, because the normal weights is 1.5 boost, but it's like the only free way to even get any sort of a mastery increase. Let's say you're completely free to play and don't have the 2x mastery game pass. It's the one way you can get like a boost to mastery. So I think we're happy with where it is now for the free one, but we're probably going to end up adding more benefits to the paid one. That's the end. Will you guys rework giants as a melee? It's so much harder to fight them than a key build. I'm going to tell you my biggest recommendation right now. The answer is probably no. And here's why. Just because you're a melee build doesn't mean that you can't equip Kamehameha or Energy Beam for 2 minutes to beat a giant. Your damage won't be crazy, but you could still do a lot of damage. You just have to add a key build or key move for one fight. realistically, there's more we could do, and there's going to be more melee moves that are going to be more and more effective. But I'm going to be honest, there's really nothing stopping you from grabbing one beam or one blast and running that to kill a giant quickly. That's my biggest advice. Like, even if you're not a key build, just use a key move. You deal plenty of damage without needing a point in it. Will you ever open dev team applications so that Cheng isn't the only modeler? We're always looking for new people to apply to us. If you have modeling skills, you can DM me and you can be added to the comms server, and then we can possibly look for more modelers there whenever needed. As far as I'm aware, I think he's got most of it covered, but the quality would have to be up to the current quality of DBOG. But if you are looking to apply to be a modeler, you can always reach out to me and I can invite you to our Discord for commissions. Are you guys going to make fan-made forms after all the actual forms are added? Kind of. A lot of the forms in DBOG already are like, you know, fan-made from us, just because like we had to fill in some filler. So there might be some like fan-made stuff, like some of the platforms are kind of fan-made by us.
It's me,
Some are
Mario.
references from like some artists and stuff, but we haven't fully decided. How did someone join this? What the heck? What the heck? Who are you? How are you here?
Bye-bye.
Get out of here. Okay. Well, that person joined. Let's see here. Let's see here. What's next? Daily login stream.
Pick up your phone!
Day 14, you'll be able to earn one of the 4 free add-on packs. To summarize some of the stuff that's coming to the future, we've got keyboard and mouse / controller support for PC and console and mobile devices. So you'll be able to connect your controller. We've got World Raid and World Invasions that we've got planned. We are going to do a poll shortly after this stage, just kind of asking if you guys believe that we should split apps into more parts and kind of be more consistent with updates, or either choose to have it in one bulk update. Some other stuff we've got going on. Kauken is going to be revamped and changed to be a technique, and it'll function a little bit better. We're probably going to add more onto instant transmission and some of the other stuff I talked about. Gosh, I could vaguely remember. I feel like I've been talking for like an hour. Oh, I've been talking for an hour. Combat changes are coming at some point soon. There's going to be a public playtest for it where everyone can join on a slot that doesn't affect the main game's progression, so everyone can play and mess around with the combat and kind of test it out and give live feedback for it. Let's see here. Trying to think of what else I mentioned. The what situation?
Bio.
I haven't talked about bios at all. I can if you want me to. I just don't think we should really talk about that at the moment until we like fully decide on something.
Sure.
We're conceptualizing full mobile support, but that's something that we're still planning on the back end. So don't expect that to come anytime soon, but that's something we're working towards. We've got new UI that was made for the game that we're also going to be implementing at some point this year. And I think that's everything I really went over that was really irrelevant apart from the questions I answered. If you missed my answers, and unfortunately you missed my answers, maybe someone who wrote down every single word that I was writing knows what was said. But yeah, again, thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully I cleared up some of the air and you guys can kind of understand what we've been doing. We've been pretty consistent with updates, going basically, for the most part, weekly updates. You know, sometimes there's an extra day, sometimes there's less of a day, just depends on how things go on our end. So again, thank you guys for your support. We look forward to dropping some more updates for you guys. And yeah, I guess I'll end the stage here. Have a good one. How do I end the event? Oh, there we go. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Well, that is officially it. That is what we're going to be expecting. So tomorrow, the update is going to be the plugin bonus, and that's pretty much just going to be it right there. Do make sure to go to the poll.
It's going to be putting a poll up here shortly, so do make sure to put a vote on that. I think the idea of doing the updates for, like, they release the forms, they release the cutscenes, they release the sagas, or whatever order he said it was going to be, like, I think he said, like, forms, sagas, cutscenes. I think that would honestly be the best idea, because it'll allow them to work on one thing at a time, in a way. So, puts, like, less pressure on them to try to rush content out. I know most of the stuff that I've got, like, an hour of footage here. Most of the stuff is not recorded, so... Well, not most of the stuff, but, like, some of the stuff I didn't have recorded because I was having a couple of issues there. Had to restart the app and all that, but... yeah, so tomorrow, not going to be a big update. I know they said last week it was going to be a big update, but I guess they had a bit of a change of plans there. But we do have a lot to look forward to. We do have a bit of somewhat of a like, I guess, list of things that they're working on and wanting to put out. And we did get, like, a couple of sneak peeks, like mobile getting support. They're gonna add a new UI at some point, which I think the UI looks pretty good, dude. I'm looking forward to the UI change, dude. That's gonna make the game feel a little bit more fresh. They're planning on revamping North Earth, so that's gonna be a bit of a pain because Dragon Balls, you're gonna have to make a new route for the Dragon Balls. Yep, awesome. But hopefully it won't be too much of a bother. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. So, if you guys enjoyed, do make sure to leave a like down below. Make sure to subscribe as well as turn on notifications. I'm trying to upload this as soon as possible. I know this is an hour-long video, but I'm gonna do my best to accommodate. So, yeah. Anyways, see you on the next one. Peace.